So glad to be here today with you. Honored to share this with you, Kerem. So I'm leading the data for one of our digital domains. Kerem?
Yes, it's an honor to be here, obviously, with you guys, and full house. Wow.
Yeah.
Decathlon is a leader in the sports retailer, as you may know, and we are here to represent the data analytics and AI function. And
so before we get started in the presentation, we want to present you a video to walk you through how we are doing this at Decathlon Digital. Please.
We aspire to evolve Decathlon with a winning digital transformation strategy that is human-centered and fueled by technology, data, and innovation. We are leading the way in delivering best-in-class digital products and experiences, elevating human potential through the power of technology. Digital transformation is our mindset. Continuous learning is our heartbeat. And through agile way of working, we collaborate as one team. We are committed to harnessing our passion to move people through the wonders of sport.
Yes, I love this video. It shows how Decathlon is addressing a large value chain for a retailer. And just few words and figures about Decathlon. Who do sport? Raise your hand, please. Who's buying product from Decathlon? Ah, yes.
All right.
Good. Very good. So Decathlon, 101,000 teammates. We are generating 60 billion euros in net sales. On the digital side, we are 5,000 people, teammates, working on all the chain of the digital, from security to backend, front-end, data, AI, governance, etc., etc. We have 5 offices at Decathlon. The headquarters is in Lille, in France. And also we opened it 2 years ago, Paris, Amsterdam last year, and we have also offices in Nantes and Lyon. So at the digital side, we are addressing a large chain. We look at the video, we are working on the conception, design, manufacturing, logistics, sales in stores, in e-commerce. We have also sports connected, etc. So we are generating a lot of data. So the place of data analytics is very, very important in Decathlon. So, Kerem, I will let you the stage to talk about the vision, the data analytics, and how we are doing it.
Great. Thanks, Hugo. So I'll try to be as fast as possible, but it's always, as you know, easy to talk about it than actually doing it, and we are doing it. Our digital transformation strategy starts with the customer. Everything is at the beginning and end of the value discussion. Always with the customer and ends with the customer. It's supported by technology, data, and AI. And that's really the drivers of our innovation strategy, data AI strategy, being part of the digital transformation for Decathlon for the last 2 years and going forward into the next 2 years. AI is, as we know, I'm not going to repeat for those obviously who are in the field, it's essentially combining machine learning, deep learning techniques to recognize patterns, generate text and image nowadays, and automate and scale. And that's really, I'm pausing there to stress that, automate and scale, because you see the size of Decathlon. We have to serve the customer globally. And we have millions of products that are being distributed, built end-to-end by us, for the most part, and by also our partners that are selling through our marketplaces. But the size of the operation is huge. With that comes a lot of data. It comes a lot of algorithms we need to build, deploy, scale. And so it's easy to say AI-driven, but the scale is massive. So how do we make this happen? How do we make this actually come to life? Within the AI surface, there's quite a bit of infrastructure, data pieces, business processes end-to-end that actually needs to work cohesively. And that another word that is loaded, the devil is in the details. You need to make this work end-to-end. with the data quality, with the platform that supports it, all the ingestion systems that actually push data into the data lake, and we build all the algorithms and AI solutions within that central platform to serve the company. And if you look at how we are getting there, is building blocks, Lego pieces, if you will, that add on top of each other, starting with the infrastructure all the way to AI, Gen AI in production. So we need to make sure we understand how do we get from the POCs to production, and that's really the key of scale for Decathlon. Hugo?
Thank you, Kerem. So how we are doing this at Decathlon, how we can transform business at Decathlon. So what you want to do, we saw on the video earlier that we are addressing a large value chain. We are generating a lot of data. So we want that data and AI be on all the strategic and tactic process at Decathlon. And we are doing this today because we are addressing a lot of business needs with industrial solutions, with scalable solutions, normally for addressing all the 200 million of users, of digital users, and understand their needs at the right time, addressing the right product, understand what are the passion sports they are doing, what are the level that they are practicing. And we are doing this through also communication channels to address our clients with good communication, scalable recommendation, and performance with our algorithm. Today, more than 80% of our recommendation of product, online, offline, in store, etc., are based on algorithm, and we are very proud of this. But also, we are addressing the value chain and supply with data-driven and AI-driven pipelines. For instance, we are helping the supply to distribute the product in all the region, all the warehouse. We are helping stores to a better assortment in the stores each season. So I know this it's something that's very valuable for Decathlon. Perhaps you can say 2 words about why value chain is important, Kerem, for Decathlon Digital?
Well, most important piece of the distribution channel when you are owning the value chain for the most part is being able to figure out the logistics. So we have to send the product globally. In Europe, we have one big warehouse, but that connects to regional warehouses, and those connect to stores, and also e-commerce shipments come from the regional houses. And so you can imagine the stock level and forecasting the stock level is one of the biggest, let's say, challenges we face. It's a cost, but also turnover impact if you don't do this right. And so forecast algorithms to be accurate there is critical to make the product available in the stores or in e-commerce for all of our customers.
Thank you. So how we are doing also all this, we have a huge streams to address, a lot of strategic streams, but we cannot do all the things, we cannot address all the challenges at the same time. So for this, our recommendation is to start small, but to scale fast. But how to start small and scale fast? But we have a lot of challenges. You know, we mentioned a few of them on the business side, on the technical side. On the business side, we have all the issue regarding the data, how we can ensure that we are protecting our legacy, our data, how we can secure the data and the access on the data, how we can work on the cost and investment. You know, business is business. We need to ensure that we are generating ROI, positive ROI, behind all what we are doing. We have a big issue. This is why we are opening a lot of offices in Europe and countries to be able to recruit the right people at the right time. And also on the technical side, you know, data quality, governance, data quality, an issue. Even if we work on AI, on Gen AI, wherever we want, we know that data quality is the first priority. The scalability also, if we are doing only POCs, we will stay at the POCs level. If we are doing only R&D, we'll stay on R&D level. We need to scale, and we need to also to address a lot of challenges on real-time processing, having the AI and the pipelines of data connected to our legacy, our platform, etc., etc. So for this reason, we are working on 3P, the people, the process, and the platform. On the people side, we need to recruit the right team, there is no one profile doing everything. At the tech side, we know that you have the back end, the front end, the DevOps, the architect, etc. And the data is the same. We need data analysts, we need data scientists, we need ML engineer and analytics engineer, and each profile will walk on a step of the chain. Okay? This is why we have our methodology on building and running AI, and each profile will walk on his role and responsibility within this chain. So we have also our practices. We cannot build scalable AI if we just build POCs or just doing notebooks or not working on architecture, on tooling, on practice. Doing AI is like doing a software. You need to put an organization, a practice, and process to ensure that you are building a scalable software and scalable AI. This is why also the tooling is very, very important. Sorry for this complicated slides. It's not the message here. But the message is to say that we have a lot of components, a lot of tooling, but we need to address all the chain at the same time. We start small. We start to put all the modules and all the tooling needed as MVP to address all the chain, to build, to package, to ship solution, and to ensure that we have the support. So we need this tooling. And it's iterative process to get and gain in maturity more and more. So we need tooling and process to address the data, diverse the data, and process the data. We need orchestration on our pipeline. We are building data product more and more. We are building data processing more and more. And we need to orchestrate and scale our orchestration. We need also execution engine to develop our AI, to build our AI, and to be able to build and ship and package our model and AI. And all the chain also about running the AI and the support behind. We need also tooling, like a software, to ensure that we are able to monitor, to have the feedback loop, to have human in the loop, etc., etc. So our recommendation is start small and iterate, but address all the chain at each time. Not forget one part and saying that we are prioritizing like data science against engineering or engineering against data science. This is very important. And for the adoption, it's an issue today. We are talking a lot about adoption, how businesses adopt AI solutions, AI product, etc. We passed from a period where expert AI coming to business saying, do you want to use my AI? I'm doing AI issue that help you in business, etc. And business saying, no, I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you. Today is the inverse. Today, business coming to you saying, I want this, I want this, I want this, I saw this, etc. So a big responsibility on us. So how we can ensure that we have a good adoption of what we are doing? So 3 recommendations, perhaps we have more. One of them is having ambassador on the business side. Stop like saying data scientists will go and to explain how the AI or whole AI product is working. Let the business explain how the AI is working. It's very important and it's very efficient. The second one is about building industrial solutions. No one wants to use a product that doesn't work with a lot of bugs, etc. It's the same when you are working on mobile application, website, etc. You want something that works, and the AI is the same thing. So ensure that you are building industrial solution using all what we call data ops, ML ops practices and culture, and ensure that your team is believing on this. It's important. And the final one is delivering experience and trusted experience, not just model. We end the period of like I'm working on performant machine learning model and I'm generating an Excel file with the result, etc. It's not the meaning. Today, business want experience, and experience go with UX, UI, with the security, with the performance of the AI, etc., etc. This is why ChatGPT is working very well. All the complexity of the AI and the tech, etc., is behind, and we are just using an interface. Okay. So at Decathlon, we are ready to play. Are you ready to play? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions from the audience at all? Hopefully we've got mics available. While you're thinking about questions, I've got one I wanted to pose, if that's okay. You mentioned we're here to talk about adoption, and you've talked very eloquently about the different challenges and the different opportunities and how you've been doing that. You mentioned a feedback loop, a feedback mechanism between those who are adopting and those who are developing. Can you say a bit about what that looks like in practice, how that works?
Yeah, I'll start. So we have the business that is part of the solutioning. That is part of what we call four in the box, meaning you have the business, you have product, you have tech, and you have data all in one operation that is embedded into what we call the domain. It's the business domain. And so when we are tackling the backlog and we are prioritizing with the business, but also the requirements of what business is trying to tackle is actually discussed at the first time before we do anything. And so the requirements are passed to us once the four in the box are aligned as to this is what business needs, this is how we're going to approach it, this is the technology solution we have in place, and this is how data and AI is going to build the solution for the business. So essentially it is a collaborative joint planning and deployment process after the POC shows that there is value, and the value is proven by true financial ROI that goes with it, and then we build a product.
And yeah, to say that also the feedback, also business feedback or human feedback, it's a part of the project today on AI project. And I talked earlier about UX UI and user experience. We need today, when we start working on the user experience, to integrate these capabilities of feedback loop, because it's also part of the performance of the AI to ensure on the continuous period that the AI is working very well.
That's great, thank you. Do we have any questions from the audience at all?
Hello. Yeah, okay. So you talk about tech, you talk about the business, you talk about handing over requirements from one to the other. Don't you believe that, let's say, the coming years, the business will be more doing AI themselves? If you have an AI platform, self-service platform, it feels a bit siloed the way you have set it up, which is brought you very far. But don't you think that your world looks different in 2 years from now?
Absolutely, 100%. There will still be a need towards, and we saw it in the BI world. BI world went from, you go to IT and ask for dashboards, if you remember that world, towards, hey, you build your own dashboard. But even if you build your own dashboard, even today, people are coming to us and saying, hey, can you build me this dashboard that I need? Because I don't know how to get to it. Because either the data ingestion pipelines are too complex, data is too complex, or people don't necessarily know how to build a dashboard. So yes, the quick answer is yes, the business is going to actually run everything up until they cannot run it anymore, and that they need help on the advanced part that we need to come in.
Yeah. No, I believe we will have a move for all the profile and all the stream. A data analyst today is not the same data analyst tomorrow. The data scientist today is not the same tomorrow, etc. And business is the same. So, but yeah, having these people like the expertise to ensure that we are delivering the right product, platform, etc. is needed for many years from now.
Yeah. Thank you. We've got the next question there nearby.
Hi. You mentioned that if you stay with POCs, you'll never develop beyond. I'm wondering in your company, how long did it take for the business to realize that it needs to invest in an underlying centralized platform and not just individually develop POCs? And if it took some time, what were the challenges and how did you solve it?
So I think we can differentiate making innovation, testing things, etc. Because at Decathlon we are testing a lot of things, we are experimenting a lot of things. But when we are agreeing that we have value in some experimentation, we need to switch directly to a real product and project, and not like going to POC and after that we will see if we'll go and do a real project. This is the first comment. The second one is we need to ensure that we want to build a scalable organization about data, tech, and AI. So Decathlon, we started 5 years ago, working on the data and digital, and we started to work on foundation. And the foundation was working on data, so we built this platform for the data, and we are working today on top of this platform, centralized platform, to build AI platform and AI capabilities. So we need to ensure that the base is solid, and after that we can scale very fast after.
And I think the rule of thumb is POCs will run forever because, like Hugo said, we have to test and learn. And the trigger is when we are confident that a POC is going to deliver value and it is going beyond one business domain. And that is going to be an AI solution, it can be a forecasting model or any model you can think of that other businesses can benefit from. Then a single business unit cannot scale it to the rest of the business. So they come to the center and say, hey, can you put this in production and scale for me? And we provide the right tooling, MLOps practices, and so on for them to be able to scale to the rest of the Decathlon. Otherwise, it's not going to scale.
I agree with Kerem with one point is look at the value because before launching POC and not on the technical side. Because today, I think 80% of your use cases, business use cases, is addressable with AI, with platform, with framework, etc. We can do it technically. But ensure that you are prioritize the good priority and the strategic priority for you and generate value for the business.
Thank you very much. I think we ought to press on. Thank you so much, Hugo. Thank you, Kerem. Thank you.
Thank you.